Cooper and Byron Jones' futures in Dallas remain in question. And Pro Football Focus has Amari ranked as the top wide receiver and non-quarterback free agent, and lists Jones as the top cornerback free agent. And we're now joined by former Cowboys cornerback Orlando Scandrick. So good to have you a part of this conversation. In your opinion, Orlando, how big of a loss would it be to lose both of these guys?
Huge loss. Huge loss. Both Pro Bowlers, both great young players, both very, very young in age. Byron's a homegrown talent. He's a first-round pick. You know, he's everything that you ever imagined from your first-round pick. To get a first-round pick to go and make a Pro Bowl, just to be ascending, and then you get Coop, who they traded a first-round pick for. He's been everything that they've asked for. I mean, I know he's disappeared at times, Skip. I know you've been harsh on him. I know you've been harsh on him, but he impacts the game even when he's not making plays. You have to account for him. He makes the offense Dak-friendly. Everybody know what was going on with Dak. We was kind of regressing before Amari came there, but then Amari comes, he makes it easier on him, and then, you know, has a great repertoire with Dak, and I know Dak wants him back.
I totally agree. It would cripple him. Amari obviously would be the bigger of the two losses, considering he would directly affect the quarterback. And if you're having questions whether or not you want to play Dak because you believe he's a franchise quarterback, well, you're not going to pay him if you lose this guy, because it makes no sense. Because we saw what Dak was. He was a good quarterback, but he wasn't even close to what he is now before he got Amari. So it would cripple him. And plus, like O said, you gave up a first round to get him. So it basically, you're losing your first rounder after 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, Byron Jones is unbelievable, but he doesn't take the ball away. He doesn't, I mean, you know, there's a difference between a sack and a strip sack.
It's huge.
What made Deion so unique, Skip, is that not only would people not throw at him, but when they did, he made them pay. Ed Reed was unique. Ed Reed took the ball away. There's value in taking the ball away. He has 2 INTs in 79 games.
He has 19 passes defended and 1 interception since he's become a full-time corner. And I love him. He's like a little brother to me. But when you're talking about from a business standpoint, Coop puts points on the board.
Yeah.
Byron, you know, he's solid. But, I mean, they're switching schemes. They're going away from that Seattle scheme, that cover 3 scheme where you need that long corner to force tips and overthrows. And I think it would cripple him. Like you said, it would cripple him to lose Coop. And, you know, I know they don't want to see Byron go, but I think his price tag, it just doesn't fit in, you know, what they're trying to do as an organization.
Yeah, but and plus, get one thing before you go. I think they've been resigned that they're going to lose him. Of all the free agents, that we says, okay, who can we afford to lose the most? And I think it's him. You wanted to keep Zeke. You want to keep Dak. You want to keep Amari. You wanted to keep D-Law. Byron happens to be the odd man out. You can't pay everybody.
So, I have huge mixed emotions about both players.
Okay.
But I do agree, because of the bond between Amari and Dak, you're going to have to overpay him. But yet again, if they have to pay Dak as much as you say they should pay Dak, it's going to be at the expense of Amari also, because it's just too much money. It's just, have you heard what he's been talking about?
What you want to pay him up?
40?
Yeah.
I didn't say no 40.
You said 40. Come on.
It's the signing. It's the guarantee.
If you got to pay him, you pay him. I think you pay one, you tag one. Or you try and, you know, if I'm not in the business of asking people to take less money, because they're never going to ask them to give them a discount of work. So
if Amari Cooper can get beyond Michael Thomas money on the open market, and he's the premier receiver free agent.
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth it. But again, if you tell me he's just worth it because he's worth it, just because he's free,
that's how it works.
He's worth it because he impacts the game even when he's not making plays. Like, you have to account for him. I've been in an opposite locker room, and there's been defenses that, you know, when you come out, it's roll 19, double 19. You have to impact at all times. And I mean, he makes huge plays. He disappears at times, but
he does.
Hey, boom or bust.
Boom or bust.
But when we're talking about open market, every player is only worth what someone's going to pay for him.
And they're going to pay huge, because Michael Thomas got that money with a year left on his deal. What would Michael Thomas have gotten on the open market?
$20 million.
Well, he's pretty close.
He probably got 20. So Amari, they're saying Amari wants that now from the Cowboys. So you know, if he's wanted that from the Cowboys, if somebody's going to be willing to pay that to get him to leave the Cowboys.
All right, back to Byron Jones, your little brother. You
Yes.
played with him for 3 years. Combine workout warrior all time. He set the world record of the broad jump at the combine. The world record.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the standing broad jump, right?
He must be part kangaroo.
I don't know.
I mean, he's a athletic freak. I mean, he's
Just
everything.
freak.
He's everything
Right.
that you can ask for.
We showed the highlight of
Yeah.
he dislocated his knee and he sits on the ground and he pops it back in and jumps up and starts running.
We actually asked him about that. He didn't dislocate it. He said he was just adjusting
jointed.
himself.
Oh.
He was adjusting.
Yeah, I'm like,
Justin.
how you do that?
Ow.
And also at his combine, he leaped to a point where he tied for the third highest vertical in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So you got that plus the broad jump, plus he ran 4.36. That'll work at 6'1", 199.
That's a
So
big
he's a
corner.
big corner.
He
right?
is, but he don't take the ball away.
Okay, I got it. But again, I'm talking about combine workout freak warrior. And again, he went to the combine. He was ranked 27th among all cornerbacks going to the combine. I'm sorry, 25th. And then he was drafted 27th overall. So remember, his combine workouts just rocket launched him up into the first round. Like he was like a 6th round pick.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say that's a fifth for a 27th,
Yeah.
25th ranked
Yeah.
corner. That's a 5th or 6th round grade on
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And he puts up those numbers, and that's what.
Okay. So was it worth it? Well, he can cover. He's
Yeah,
really good.
I think it was worth it because once they lose him and he goes and gets $14, $15 million a year, they'll get them a nice little comp pick.
Right.
Nice little compensatory third round pick that'll pay off.
All right, but if you intercept one ball in 2016 and one ball in 2017, that's not worth it.
No.
Because to me, the whole heart and the essence of defense is taking the ball away.
But he was a Pro Bowler.
I don't know how, because he made the Pro Bowl with 0 interceptions.
Namdi Asamoah made the Pro Bowl with 0 interceptions
Okay.
before.
All right.
I mean, he had 2 years ago he made the Pro Bowl. He had an unbelievable season. The year they went to the playoffs, they beat Seattle. He had an unbelievable season.
Except no interception.
No interception.
Okay, so will I miss him? Will I miss the play in question that still sticks in my craw, the Aaron Rodgers to Jared Cook play?
Oh, the one that Unc blamed me for.
Yeah.
No. I didn't blame you.
Here it is. Look at this.
You got to back
Byron.
You got to back that down, though.
Byron.
I'm not even close.
Byron, wake up.
I think
That's your man. He crossed all the way across the field, right across his face.
I think that's some of the things that why he doesn't have as many interceptions. Just he's a freak of nature, but you know we all have our flaws, and his instinct could be a little better. And I think he's getting better. And just being at the position of corner and only having one position has been great for him. As far as taking the ball away,
Where
I don't
were
know.
you on that play? Back on the 20-yard line?
On the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep, right?
you
Well,
know
No way. I'm on the left side in the
But you know
seam.
what's going to be interesting? You mentioned Nnamdi Asomugha. You remember what he did in the Raiders? He was unbelievable. He goes to Philly and get out of that scheme, and what happened?
He struggled.
We're gonna see because this kid here in the Seattle, that lurk cover 1, cover whatever you want to call it, cover 3, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna see when he gets out into a different scheme, how well you play. Because normally when you get free agents, I always say, if you fall in love with a guy, you better use him in the same way that you fell in love with him. Because if you don't, you're gonna expose him.
Okay.
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. People are free agents for reasons. There's something that team's seen in them that they weren't worth giving them that money. And I know playing in Dallas and just knowing those people in the front office, they have never lost a player that they wanted to keep. So I'm not saying that they don't want to keep Byron, but I think that
At their price.
Yeah, I think you prioritize and you know, like, okay, what can we do to make up for his loss? And I think it would be a lot easier to make up for Byron's loss than it will be for Mars.
By doing exactly what? Awuzie and
Jordan.
Anthony
I think
Brown.
that you gotta look. You're always looking for corners in the draft. You know, you draft 2 or 3 corners a year, and hopefully you can get a good one. Hopefully you hit on one.
Or you pick it. I mean, they're projecting somewhere between 5 and 7 receivers going in the first round. You got Chase, you got Judy, you got CD Lamb. Jerry Judy is as good a route runner. You think Amari Cooper can run routes? Jerry Judy is as good as I've seen.
I agree.
He's special.
But CD
But he's not
Lamb is
4-3
better.
though. So you know when it comes down to it in the league, you know you ain't gonna get a bunch of man-to-man coverage. You're gonna get that zone coverage.
Yeah,
you need somebody to take the top off that thing.
Hey, let him sit. Michael Thomas ain't taking the top off.
But that's why the Saints haven't went to the next level. When it comes down to the playoffs, everything is intermediate, and then they can't get behind people, and then they look up and they're at home with us.
Wait, did you just say Michael Thomas is overrated?
Never. That's like another little brother to me. He's
Really?
phenomenal at what he do. You know, Mike know what I feel about him.
How do
We
you know
talked
him?
every single day throughout his whole process, from when he was in high school to when he was at Ohio State, and we still talk frequently.
Really?
Yes.
What's the connection?
The connection is Los Angeles.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
very cool.
Aha.
I didn't realize that.
Nice
So-
try, though.
We forget how
I
try.
think it was a nice recovery.
I mean,
by
we
you.
need people in the league today. You need people that can take the top off. Nobody ever talk about Tyreek Hill route running.
No, but he's turned himself. That's why he got that, well, I don't know, what, 15, 16 million. Because at first, that's all he could do. Now he can run intermediate stuff. Now it makes his over the top
Why did he
stuff.
get that 3rd and 14 in the Super Bowl?
Because of speed. His speed
Yeah,
scares
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah. But there ain't very many Tyreeks.
I mean, but you got to take speed. I think Amari has something that's unique. His speed, his run after the catch.
Oh, Jerry Judy can do all that. You know Judy can do all that.
Can Michael Thomas take the top off?
Mike Thomas is very, very good at what he does.
He's taking now. Well, if he catch you guessing, ask Marcus Peters, could he take the top off?
Yeah.
It's the little stuff that sets it up. Steve Largent took the top off at 4.7.
Michael Thomas ran 4.6.
Yeah, he plays fast, though.
Yeah.
But Amari Cooper ran 4.3, and he plays at 4.
I tell you, who could take the top off bet just about as good as anybody. He ran 4.69.
Jerry, right?
Jerry. Could he take the top off, Skip?
It's only one of them, though. It's only one of them.
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. I mean, hey, it's those guys. See, if you got speed, it's harder to get over the top unless you're not Tyreek. But the thing is, when you get these slow guys, you underestimate them because they're so technically sound, and you think they're going to run the out, you think they're going to run in, the next thing you know, like, how that dude get behind me?
But what's more impressive with Amari for me is, and the same thing I'm going to tell you, is the slant routes that he catches and he takes 70 yards, those is little short run plays to get back on track or, to put you in 3rd and short, and he turning them into touchdowns. You get paid for that.
Oh, you see, that's what Judy was doing with
At where?
Alabama.
Ain't no Tuas and...
If you could do that at Alabama, because that's the close thing.
How many times you play Florida in the NFL? How many times you play Mississippi
Oh,
State?
all of them.